Hi guys. We are going to do Doodle for Google today. I'm going to show you how to get it all set up in Photoshop Elements. The only bad thing that I have to tell you today is that the project that you guys did last week did not save correctly on the computers. We need to save to the H drive from now on so that it will stay there. Whenever you save anything to the desktop or any other drive, it will erase when you log out. So we have to make sure that we save to the H drive, and when we get there I will show you where that is. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and open up Internet Explorer, and we're going to go ahead and go to my website. If you start typing it in, it should show up. When we're here, we can go ahead and go to Case 6 Lessons. And there are going to be 3 Doodle for Google information links right here. One is info about it. One are the judges, so who are going to judge the Doodle for Google contest. Doodle every day Google has a new website or new icon on their website. So if you see here Carnival right here, they had Google, and it's all fancy like with drums and hats and stuff that reminds you of a carnival. You go down to Valentine's Day, and they got rid of the O and replaced the O with a boy holding a Valentine heart in his hand. So as the Lantern Festival, they have lanterns for Google, New Year's, holiday, and if you go back to the year before, you can actually find your birthday and what they had on your birthday. There's a Teacher's Day one with an owl pretending to be a professor, it looks like. An election one where the J and the L and the E are voting. So Google is somewhere in there. And even if you look at the National Children's Day, it's not exactly Google, but it's the same way. Because this would constitute as the G, this would be one O, this would be another O, this could be the L, or the G, this house right here would be the L, and that would be the E. So even though they don't have the words on there, they still have the same shape. Same thing here, Google. Okay, so it needs to say Google somehow. Your theme is going to be, if I could travel in time, I would go, where would you go? Into the future? Into the past? What would you see? What would you explore? You need to take all of that and put it in a Google icon. Okay, I'm going to go back to my website here, and I want you guys to do this with me. Make sure you're doing this with me. Go to Websites. Under Websites, you're going to go to Miss Buffalo's Wiki page. Okay, so now you're on the Wiki page, and there are 2 different logos that you can download. We'll get to that in a second. What you need to do first is you need to go to Adobe Acrobat 9, and you need to accept the terms. So mine's going to look a little bit different because I already accepted the terms, so it's not going to come up. But please just go ahead and follow directions. So I'm going to click on the Start menu at the bottom. I'm going to choose All Programs, and I'm going to go up to Adobe Acrobat 9 Standard. I'll go ahead and click on that, and it's going to bring it up. You are going to get one of 2 options. One is going to say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but ... You need to click quit, and then click quit again when it comes up. Oh, it did come up. Or the other one you're going to get is something called a license agreement. When you get this, go ahead and click accept to accept the agreement. You're going to get a blank screen like this. We can just minimize that by pressing the line, the first line there. And click on Google Doodle Ghosted Logo.pdf. And when you do this, the entry form and the submission, the artwork submission, will come up. So it's going to be 2 pages. The first one is going to be the entry form with all of your information on it. If you notice, there's a supporting statement here. It says, please tell us briefly how your doodle expresses the theme. If I could travel in time, I'd visit. It needs to be 50 words or less. You do need a parent or guardian to sign it and date it. So if you finish it and you would like to turn it in, you do need to fill this out and have a parent sign it. I'm going to go down here, and this box right here is where I can draw my design on the Google logo. Okay, you will need to title it, put your name, your state, and fill this out up here, and stay within these lines. Okay, this is the official entry form that you need to use. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and save this and open it in Photoshop Elements. So go up to Save. We're going to go to the Save one up here. It's going to look like a floppy disk. I'll click on it. And I want to save it to my H drive. Okay, this one's not too important. If you want to save it to your desktop, you can, but it will be deleted after you log out today. Anything on the H drive will not be deleted. Okay, so go to your H drive. You're going to have a couple different folders in here. That's okay. And it's okay to say Google Doodle Ghosted Logo, so that's fine. Adobe PDF, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. So it saved it. And now I'm done with Internet Explorer. I'm going to go ahead and close it. I'm going to click on the X and close all tabs. And now I'm back to my home menu, my desktop here. I'm going to go ahead and open up Adobe Photoshop Elements. It's going to take a second to come up. You might get a box that comes up asking you to upgrade or install. Do we upgrade or install here at school? No, we don't. That's right. We have techs who do it for us, so we don't need to do it. Are we... Now, to choose the right place... So, yeah, you can cancel it. So, to choose the right place to go, do you think we should go to Organize, Edit, Create, or Share? We are going to go to Edit because it is already created for us. We're just going to go in there and edit the Google logo. So let's go ahead and click on Edit. And when it actually comes up, you might get another message asking you, are you sure you don't want to upgrade? Or do you want to install this? Do you want to install that? No, we don't want to do any of that because the text will do it for us. So we don't need to do that. I'm going to make this bigger so it's easier to see. Okay, and here we are. We're on the editing part of it. We have all of my options over here to use. Okay, I'm going to go up to File, and I'm going to go to Open. Okay, I want to go to Open because I saved my Google Doodle Ghosted logo, and I am going to go ahead and open it. When I do this, I'm going to come to my H drive where I saved it to. So think of where you saved it. Did you save it to your H drive or your C drive, or where did you save it to? I remember I saved mine to the H drive. So I'm going to go down to H, my name, J Buffo, and I'm going to click on H, and it's going to take me to this folder where my Google Doodle Ghosted logo is there. I'm going to go ahead and click on it and choose Open. Now it's going to give me two options here. Okay. We want number 2 because that's going to be our Google place where we are going to draw. And I'm going to go ahead and click OK to open it up. And there it is. It looks a little blurry, but as you can see, it's 16.67%. So you can zoom in to make it a little bit clearer. You can zoom in as much as you want. Here's the zoom button. I just press it. And then my mouse becomes a magnifying glass. And I just click to where I want to zoom in on. If I want to zoom in on the O. And now I'm at 100%. So this is pretty good. It's pretty zoomed in there so I can see what's going on. Go ahead and zoom back out here. There you go. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to save this. Okay. I'm going to save this in Photoshop Elements so that I can open it back up before I do anything, so that I have a backup in case I don't like what I do. So I'm going to go to File. And this time I'm actually going to go to Save As. I want to go to Save As because I'm going to save it as something different. When I go to Save As, I'm going to make sure that I'm on the H drive and it's at the very bottom. It should have your name and the H at the very end. When I'm here, at the end of my Google Doodle Ghosted logo, I'm going to put PG2. Whoops, PG2. This is so that I know that this is page 2. Okay, page 2 of the entry form. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And I know that it's saved because it says Google Doodle Ghosted Logo 2, page 2 up here. So I definitely know this is page 2. I'm going to go ahead right now and I want you to open page 1 of it. Okay, come on. So I'm going to open Google Doodle Ghosted Logo. Click Open, and I'm going to do page 1 this time instead of page 2. So that when it comes time to turning it into me, or turning it into Google, all we have to do is go in and use the text key, and we can type in your name and all of that information there, okay? So we're going to save this. I'm going to go up to File. I'm going to go to Save As one more time because Save As lets me change the file name. And when I go to Save As, I'm going to actually press the spacebar and put PG1. So I definitely know that this is Google Doodle Ghosted Logo page 1. And then I can go ahead and save it. Okay, so now they're both saved. This entry form right here, I don't want to fill it out right now because I want to do my Google logo first. So I'm going to close this. And now I have time to work on my Google logo. Okay. If you want to go ahead and get started, go ahead. I'm going to go over a couple of these icons with you so you kind of know what you're doing. This is new to me too, so we'll see if we can do this. Which one do we want to do? This one chooses a color, a magic wand. So if you look down here at the bottom, I have 2 colors. I have a blue, and I have a red. Say I want this yellow color. All I have to do, oops, nope, that's not the one. This highlights all of the yellow. Sorry. This highlights all of the yellow so that I can actually take my gradient tool, and here's my colors up here. This is where it's going to go, what it's going to look like, what the gradient looks like, and I can go and put my line through it, and only the parts that are highlighted in those, I call them ants because they look like ants marching around. Only the parts that are in that ant the ants will be turned. Oops, not what I want. Will be turned to the highlight, to the gradient. Now, if I were to do that without the ants running around, what do you think would happen? Let's see. Oh, it's going to do my whole page, right? Because I don't have any ants highlighted. Now, if you make a mistake, we can come up here to the top and click undo, and it's going to undo it. Okay. I'm going to click on my magic wand again, and I'm going to do the white background. So this means everything that is white in the background has the ants running around. So I can take my gradient and watch. So everything in the background has it. And then if you want to get rid of the ants, you can press Control D for deselect, and it gets rid of it. Okay guys, I am out of time, and I hope you have fun with the project. I'll see you next week. Thanks, bye.